All right, I got a FlipPilot feature focus about webhooks. These things are super, super powerful, and it's a great way to get new leads into FlipPilot, which is pretty important. If you've got a website, whether that be LeadPropeller or Carrot or somebody else, you can likely hook up this webhook to be able to get those leads from those websites into FlipPilot. And we've got a video for hooking up your LeadPropeller site, being that we also provide LeadPropeller. You can watch the video. I'll put it in the description of this video, a link to the video for setting up LeadPropeller with a webhook to make those submissions come into FlipPilot very easily. And then we also have a document that we'll link to in the description to show you how to do that for Carrot sites if you happen to have a Carrot site. And what you can do with webhooks is basically, there's a lot of things that you can do. There's customers like Eric B that sets up LeadSherpa. I think he's got LeadSherpa set up through Zapier to send any text. So he does mass texting through LeadSherpa. And then when somebody responds, that responded one saying that they're kind of like, hey, I'm interested, that then goes through Zapier into the webhook and creates a new record inside of FlipPilot so that he and his team could work the ones that responded inside of FlipPilot and work it through their pipeline and through their workflow. So it's very cool. It's very powerful. You find that in FlipPilot by going to the three dots button at the top menu and clicking webhooks. That'll take you here, and you can set up one and give it a name. Let's say, I'm not actually going to go through and set all of this up, just kind of giving you a breakdown of how all this is going to work. But let me see, the labels, let's just do LeadSherpa or something. And then campaign, if you have a texting campaign or whatever the list was that you were using through LeadSherpa, you can create a campaign over in the campaigns and then attach this up and link it up so that anything that comes in then through the webhook will automatically be assigned that campaign. So very cool. It's a great way to automate it so you know that the record's coming into FlipPilot, which campaign they came from for tracking, right, for return on investment of your marketing. You don't have to set that right now. You can set it later. I'm going to hit create and view, and basically this is where we're going to be doing our work. So the webhook is going to have a URL, right, because this is what you put into Zapier or you put into these other places to say, hey, this is where you send that data to so that it can come into FlipPilot, into my account. And we have different things here. So we have this. You can copy that URL to the clipboard using that button. And then if it's multi-form, you want to check this box if it is, this toggle. And, you know, just for an example, like LeadPropeller websites have a short form, and then when that form is submitted, it takes them to a longer form, and then when the seller fills that one out, it submits it. And so what you want to do is take both of those form data and put them together into one record, right? So that you don't have multiple records for one seller inside of your FlipPilot account. So that's why we did that, creating this multi-form kind of deal here. You choose that, and then you can click on the multiple submissions that it shows once you actually fire these off, and then you can put all the fields together and merge them into your account. Okay, then active status. This is once you have it all set up and you know it's working, you've seen the submissions in here, and you map the fields, and then you can click active to make it active so that anything from then on that comes in through that submission, through that URL, through the webhook is going to become a new lead inside of FlipPilot. So it's very cool. Down here's where you'll be mapping those. And like I said, check the description below this video to see the specific examples, because it does change depending on what you're doing. So check the description for the different ones. We'll be adding videos on things like using Zapier and doing that kind of stuff too, that we'll add to the description of this video so that you can see how to do it specifically for that. But this is just a feature focus. I'm showing you basically what it is and what it's for. And there's a lot of cool things you can do. If you're using other tools to generate leads, if you've got Podio for something and people are entering some lead information into that for you, and you want to pipe that over into your FlipPilot pipeline, you can use a webhook to do that. And like I said, as we create the videos for these specific things, we'll put them in the description. So be sure to subscribe to the FlipPilot channel and click that bell button to make sure you get notifications. It's funny, I got a text right then, so it's like the ding, but a notification of when we have these new videos coming out. And yeah, so that's that. On Zapier, I went over to Zapier, it's Zapier, and then /page/webhooks. and it'll tell you more about webhooks and using those through Zapier to hook up a lot of different stuff. I mean, you know, everything, almost everything will push to Zapier to a webhook and then further it on to FlipPilot. So it's very powerful. I like to see what you create with it. If you do, let us know. And that's it. That's webhooks, FlipPilot. Use them. They help you get stuff into your FlipPilot account so you don't have to manually enter everything.